Hello, hello. Welcome back. It is Dana. We are here doing Felicity, Season 1, Episode 12. It's called Friends. Last episode was where Felicity decided she was ready to have sex with Noel, and they schedule it and they plan it, and then while they're in she goes and she's trying to buy some books and figure out exactly how to do it, and she's like coming on really aggressively and trying to whatever. And then they get interrupted and the Christmas tree lights on fire, and then they have to be evacuated. And so they're like, all right, let's maybe try again. And he rents a hotel room, and they go to the hotel room and they're trying to do this again, and right before it happens, Felicity calls Julie, who has been trying to tell Felicity that she's getting close to Ben. Julie is, and she thinks maybe she likes him and maybe she wants to date him or whatever, but she knows that this is like a big night for Felicity, so she doesn't want to mess it up or ruin it for her or have her take her attention or focus off of that. So Felicity calls her, and then she can tell something's kind of off with Julie a little bit. And while she's making out with Noel, she sort of mentions that maybe something's going on with Julie, yada, yada, yada. This is how I feel. And Noel tells her that Julie is, maybe getting back together with Ben, and she's kind of afraid to tell Felicity about it. And then she and Noel get into a fight because Noel is convinced that she is obsessed with Ben, and he doesn't want them to have sex if she's just doing it, but she's still not quite over Ben, something like that. And she eventually says, you know what, I think you were right. I think that I was going to do this for the wrong reasons. I was doing it because it feels like it's something I should have done at this point, and I should have gotten it over with by now, but I wasn't really doing it because I want to do it with you. Or not him specifically, but in general. So I think that was where we left off on that point. Most of the episode was centered around that. Julie and Ben maybe are getting close again. Well, they are getting close again. And she tells him, she's like, listen, after everything that sort of happened, I want to go slow. And he's like, not a problem. No worries there on my part. Which I think is probably true, because he said when they were together the first time, they didn't have sex because she didn't want to. And he was like, all right. So I assume that that'll be fine. And the only other, I think, plot that was happening in last episode was Blair gave Elena a hair wrap, I think, and she couldn't figure out what it was, so she wore it as a skirt, and it wasn't a skirt, but she looked cute in it, even as a skirt. Not that really that exciting to me. Obviously, the Felicity, Noel, Julie, Ben scenario is much more interesting, at least to me. So that's what happened last episode. I'm ready to get into this one, so let's just jump in and do it. This is, again, Felicity, Season 1, Episode 12, Friends. Let's go.
Previously on Felicity.
I like the dancing sandwich maker who hates Halloween. Rated.
So you gave her a weird head wrap
with,
skirt.
However, is the
found out my birth mom's name last year, and she lives in New York.
I forgot all about that. I honestly don't remember that happening at all. Alright, so they're just sort of back from winter break. Okay. Man, I like that sweater.
Excuse me. Do you know, are these books actually in order, or is this some form of freshman hazing?
This is my space, my workspace. Go make out somewhere else.
Maybe.
Sideburns, jeans, olive shirt.
Okay, I'll go.
Gold ring.
Huh?
Oh, Noel.
Oh.
Sorry. Wow, you remember me?
I need my space. People keep taking my space.
Oh, right. Sorry. Please enjoy your space.
That was my space.
That's great. That's
That's not Elena.
And not Elena.
That's what I just said. Alright, so I'm guessing this is going to be an Elena-focused episode. Which, okay, fine, but I'm not really all that invested in her relationship. Maybe they're not even in a relationship anymore. I don't know. I'm not that excited if this is going to be an Elena Blair episode. I'd rather, Felicity, Ben, Noel, Julie. Just talked about this. Alright, well, let's see. Just because it was in there doesn't mean anything.
Suddenly you find yourself in the middle of someone else's life. Whether you want to be or not. What if one of your friends saw me kissing another guy?
You kissed another guy?
This is
No.
a hypothetical. Say one of your friends. Just
No.
a friend of yours.
No, who were you kissing?
No
my
one.
God. Okay, say one of your hypothetical friends saw me hypothetically kissing someone. Would you want him to tell you about it?
No.
No?
No.
No.
Yeah, no. And
I saw Blair kissing some girl in the stacks.
are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think you should tell her.
Really?
For me, I want to know.
No, just say that, but getting in the middle of these things can be ugly. I know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would.
Guess what? Or funny thing.
Tell
that you can
Elena.
use at the beginning. Your boyfriend's cheating on you.
Yeah,
Because
I'd have to tell her.
you just make it way too easy.
There's no way. If you're actually friends, then there's no way that you can't tell. You have to tell her if you're friends.
Why are you so quiet? You're never quiet.
Funny thing,
Nope. That's not the way to start.
yesterday, I was up in the stacks. I was looking for this Faulkner book, and my ancient religions Professor B. any older.
I swear the man was busting tables at the Last Supper. See, now,
So they're friends?
Hi.
this is my girl from way back. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
This semester.
What now? What are you supposed to do? I mean, you still have to tell her, but probably not in front of... The hell was that girl's name? I already forgot.
I found her.
Whoa. You found your birth mom?
I cannot believe this. I've been looking. This investigator guy I found on the internet.
See,
Oh.
I didn't even know you were looking for her.
I told you that I had her name. Carol Anderson. She owns this architectural firm. She's 36, 5'9".
Yeah, so what are you gonna...
Yeah.
I guess he just found my original birth certificate or something. I don't know. I don't care.
Wait, you wanna...
I just want to be sure that this is really her.
I'm sure.
Oh, Julie. Oh, honey, you've had enough pain. I don't...
It feels so different now that she's this real person.
I don't want her to get her hopes up and get crushed.
I go knock on the door.
Oh.
Just like what?
No, what happens if she...
What happens if she doesn't want to see me?
Yeah, kinda.
Well, she didn't give me a choice when she gave me up. Why should she get a choice now?
Alright, I mean, I guess that's sort of a true statement, but... But the person who's gonna get hurt in this scenario, Julie, is you.
You said you were getting money for a new machine like a month ago.
These are the new machines.
What? These are used.
And I got a deal on them.
Oh, so instead of buying one new machine that works, you buy two crappy-ass machines that don't.
It felt good at the time.
I can do it.
What?
Get a new machine.
Oh, it's
You're
you.
doing anything.
Yeah, we tried that once, and a kid almost died of Estonian chocolate poisoning.
You need machines, Yuri can help. Get a cut of the profits with Yuri's machine.
I can't... Is that legal?
Come to my family's
Is
warehouse,
anything?
Meet with you.
This is a bad idea.
Hey.
Oh!
Oh, hey. Thanks.
I'm acting like he's gonna shoot her.
What's up?
Say something.
I mean, are we cool?
I just have class. Blair, I saw you. Kissing Tara in the stacks yesterday.
Tara, that's her
And
name.
maybe you saw me too, which is why you keep asking if we're cool.
Do you have a twin?
Felicity, for real. I wasn't there. So you see the back of some brother's head, and of course it has to be me. Whatever.
Now he's got me doubting myself. Did I see him? I don't know now.
I'm glad you didn't say anything.
Hey,
Hi.
you can make a lot of money selling your hair. I know some people. No trains. My cousin's got a gypsy cab.
What the hell is that?
Look, why don't you just take a cab?
Because I'd like to eat this week.
No, I'm serious. Here. It's just a lot easier. Say good luck, but I don't even know if that's right. I don't know.
You know, it's going to be like meeting an aunt that I've never met, a cousin.
Maybe you should go with her. Yeah, I really think someone should go with you, though.
I want you to come with me.
Thank you. Please. I feel so much better.
You know, this is how Sean gets ready every morning.
You're kidding.
Yes, I'm kidding.
Their relationship is nice. I'm sure if he had a twin, he would have mentioned that. Did I not see him? And did I just assume I saw him because Felicity said she saw him? I honestly have absolutely no idea.
Yeah. No, before we go in, I should tell you something.
Oh,
My
God.
family, they worry about me being alone at school. So I figured they see you, they won't worry so much.
Oh, well, yeah, thank you. I like to think I'm a damn good RA.
I told them you're my boyfriend.
Because why?
This gets them off my back, and you a great deal on vending machines.
Okay, what about my self-respect?
Papa, this is no.
I.
Since told us so much about you.
Oh, well, maybe you could tell me what she told you.
Liar. Yeah, in the dormitory, you took our sensor, put her on your back, and got to safety. Ah,
Oh my god!
Told you, it's great. Yeah, Sensei.
you're a hero.
I'm not.
You are.
Okay.
Oh, this is uncomfortable.
Right, thanks. I'm just gonna go, sense up.
Oh.
That was fun. Thanks.
Leon, you give him a chance.
Best 9 of 10.
Best. Oh my god.
Makes sense, but
This is so uncomfortable.
sense up.
I bet you she has a maid or something that would answer the door.
Maybe, yeah.
No, I don't even know what we're doing here right now. This is the middle of the day. She's like this big architect person. People on Ricky Lake, when they first meet, they just start bawling, and I don't want to do that when I see her. You know?
I know.
I mean,
Maybe she'll just slam the door in my face.
I feel like it's not even gonna be her house.
I saw a payphone on the corner. If you want, you can call it first. I can do it or whatever.
The adoption agency told me that the only way that I can look at my records is if she was looking for me.
Oh.
I don't want to do this.
You don't
I
have
I
to.
can't. Let's go.
I thought you really wanted. Well, I thought you really
Let's
wanted
just go.
to.
Let's just go.
Fire is everywhere.
He's trying so hard to be supportive, but it's so hard to be supportive when you don't know what you want.
And grab sensor. Oh. Show me.
Oh gosh.
No. Yes. And we leave to safety.
Please, come back. You are a snake.
This is a lot more than pretending to be a boyfriend. This is too
He's
much.
stuck in Jersey, but he said we can meet tomorrow.
What?
That was his page when we walked in.
That was 2 hours ago. It was seven sausages ago.
I thought you were having fun.
I want to go home.
Turn on Hot 97. Okay, ready?
Ugh.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Was it Blair now? I'm so... Oh. I hope it wasn't now because Elena seems to like Tara so much.
You know, I I read somewhere that eyewitness testimony is sometimes the most unreliable because of the human factor.
It's usually the most unreliable.
Would I bet my life that it was Blair in the stacks?
I mean, I wouldn't anymore.
The truth usually comes out on its own, whatever it is. So I'm just gonna stay out of it. Oh, you're back.
Back.
Are you drunk?
A little.
Yeah, I had to pretend to be your boyfriend so I could get, a good deal on a vending machine. And Yuri never even showed up, so I had to go back. Look, don't be jealous.
I'm sure I'm supposed to be, but it's just too sad. So, can I talk to you? Sure.
Oh no.
I think the anticipation was almost scarier than anything else.
Well, let's just see what happens before. I'm going to hold judgment until they tell me what this is.
You saw Blair and Tara kiss in the stacks.
Is that a question or a statement?
Blair says you saw them.
I said she saw a mistake.
I already heard from you.
But you're not here. I was trying to make her feel better. She went to kiss me on the cheek, and it ended up on the lips. And yeah, it took us a second to pull away, but we did.
Show me how a mistake like that happens. Elena, you're tripping. Prove it.
Fine.
I mean,
We're talking.
it's
Turn
true.
my head.
It does happen.
I don't like this.
I turn back.
Is that what you saw?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Look, I'm sorry I lied about being there, but I panicked.
No, I don't think it's what we saw.
Maybe. I mean, it could have been.
Is he still drunk? I'm gonna guess yes. Is she gonna write a letter? She's hiding said letter.
Listen, I know how hard it must be to know where she lives. I know that.
I'm not even sure she's there.
You got write her a letter or something instead of just showing up at her door.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm doing that. I've been sitting here for an hour, and all I can come up with is, Dear Carol, I.
Not my problem.
All I keep hearing you say is wait, and what if, and are you sure?
Listen to me. That's because I'm worried about you. I care about. What if you show up at her door and she rejects you?
I know.
How are you gonna be able to handle that?
I know so many bad things have happened to you recently.
I don't know how I would have gotten through all that stuff that happened with Zach. You have been incredible. But this is different, okay?
I mean, she's not wrong. But still. Honey, start using a pencil so you can erase things.
Joshua Redmond's playing at Station 4 tomorrow night, and I got us 2 tickets.
That seems like an apology
Because
present.
I figure at a jazz club, you won't even have to talk to me.
A guilty
You're obviously
apology
still
present.
heated. How long are you gonna keep kicking me to the curb?
Until I can get the picture of you and Tara taking a second to pull away out of my head.
Can you tell me why you make tapes to Sally instead of writing? Oh, it's just easier for me to express what I'm really feeling when I just talk, you know? I don't censor myself like I do when I write. Sally, I'm gonna have to end this one early. I'm lending my tape recorder to Julie.
So how are we going to end? So this episode is going to have to end with Julie doing the voiceover? Huh.
You pay for machine, let's cut off your profits. May take you about a year. Now we drink.
Oh God.
More drinking. Oh, at least it's not vodka.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was beer. It's Pepsi.
Noel.
Noel. Noel.
No.
I'm nervous.
So you're not her boyfriend?
Uh-oh.
What, you don't think I know my little sister?
Right.
Anyone who would go through this, I know she has at least one good friend.
She does.
That's nice.
Not with us.
Ugh,
But I thought...
so close to getting away without it. Oh, God! Remember, no censoring. That's the point here.
Dear Carol, my name is Julie Emmerich. I believe I'm your daughter. Okay. Hopefully you're still listening. Been searching for you for a long time. I've had a pretty good life so far. I love my parents. They're great. I've got real good friends.
Yeah.
But there's always been something missing.
It would be so sad when she gets a letter back that says, "You sound like a
Want anything from
great
you.
person, but I'm not your mother."
I would just like to meet you, even if it's just once.
Oh, I hope this works out well for you.
Thank you for my life.
I really want good things to happen for you, Julie.
You know, I never thanked you for being there for me. I'm glad you stayed out of it, because I don't know if I would have believed him if he didn't come to me first.
So, you've forgiven him? And what about Tara?
Oh, that's my girl, you know. She made a mistake. She apologized. Move on. And if you can't trust your friends, who can you trust?
Well, that's the problem, is like,
Anyway, thanks.
you did trust her, and she did the wrong thing. I think there's, like, no way that Elena's not gonna, like, graduate with honors, because all this girl does is study. This is some great, like, detective noir music.
The two people who took your space after me,
James Timberland's bald head.
yes. Did they ever make out in your space before that?
3 times. 3 times they made out in my space.
So now what do we do? I mean, it didn't look like...
You can't look at a door
Innocent.
the same, can you?
I'm pretty sure the kiss I saw between Blair and Tara wasn't a mistake.
They said it was a mistake. It's a mistake.
Elena, there's some guy in the stacks who says they've been up there like 3 times.
What guy?
I don't know his name. You just remember what you said about, trusting your friends?
Is that why you're saying that? Because we're friends?
Yes.
How good of friends are we?
What?
Have I ever cried in front of you or laughed so hard until we were rolling on the floor?
Well, no, but
Were you in the hospital with me when my mom died? Because Tara was.
you asked me.
Believing you means that she's lying in my face, and I can't do that.
I mean, I understand what that means for Elena if it's true. But Felicity has never given you any reason to think that she would lie to you about this.
Doesn't this look like your last boyfriend, except white with more hair?
Hey, for the record, I am bald by choice.
I also feel like... I mean, she and Felicity are friends.
I forgot I have a meeting with my Kim TA.
So what time do you want me to come get you? Mr. Redmond goes on at 10.
So now is she gonna spy on them to see what happens when she walks away?
Hey, I thought you were going to be studying all afternoon.
Yeah, I was supposed to study with Elena, but she didn't call.
Can study alone. Not sure if you know.
You were honest. You can't be mad at yourself for that, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I think you did the right thing. You can't...
I thought we were better friends than that.
Yeah, but you can't control how other people react to things. And it wasn't like you said something that was, you didn't lie about anything. It wasn't false.
Who can I connect you to?
Wait, she
Excuse me.
brought it here?
Where Carol Anderson's office is.
Upstairs.
Why wouldn't you just mail it? I'm very anxious for you.
Yeah, I've got it work at Carol Anderson's office?
You're here for the internship.
I'm sorry.
The internship, you want an application?
I want to drop off.
Oh, Ms. Anderson, your messages. Thanks. Oh, Tina, I need you to reschedule with Patty Perez for next Friday.
She kind of looks like Julie a little. But I
I'd
still
like to see the sketches for the Lakeland project.
don't know if this is her or not.
Thanks. Hello?
What,
So you're not gonna leave it? The tape after all that? Oh no! After all this, it's still broken? And I bet she feels guilty about how she treated Felicity because she knows that they are friends.
I can't go to that concert with you tonight. I just have way too much studying to do. Felicity and I are going to be in the lab all night tonight.
So now is he gonna take Tara? Well,
Sorry.
I already forgot that they had a fight. I wouldn't really call that a fight, but
No.
wow, her hair is just everywhere.
I know I don't have the right to ask you for much right now. But would you mind coming out with me for a while? I just wouldn't mind having your company right now.
Come on, you know you're gonna say yes.
Just give me a minute, okay?
Because Felicity's good people. And I think you are too, Elena. Oh, so she's gonna go. Yeah. Oh, he went alone. Or not. Oh. I mean, I am sad for her. But I didn't think I wasn't really that invested in this
At the
relationship.
risk of completely destroying your image of me, I cheated on John once. It was 6 months into it. Except after 3 months, I couldn't take the guilt anymore, and I told him. But from that moment on, I never lied to him again, not even about the smallest thing. I guess the same is true about friends.
See, this would have so much more of an impact had we met Tara prior to this episode. Because that's the thing to me that makes it so much worse. It's not the fact that Blair's cheating on her. It's the fact that her best friend is hooking up with her boyfriend. Like, that part makes it much, much worse to me. But the fact is that we didn't even know she had this best friend until half an hour ago. So it doesn't have quite the impact that it could have had she been introduced a little earlier in the season. Even just like maybe she popped by when Elena went home for Thanksgiving just to say like, hey, or something. But because without that, it doesn't quite have the impact I wanted it to have. I feel badly for Elena because I like her as a character. But the problem is like, her and Blair's relationship has never really been that great. It's been a lot of him pushing her for a date and her being too busy or not wanting to date him. So their relationship was never really that, I don't know, solid, I guess. So I am sad, again, for her, but it doesn't have quite the impact that, like, right now, if Julie and Ben, who were barely dating, if they broke up right now, I'd be so much more upset. But a lot of that is because A, I know both of those characters much better, and B, I know that Julie and Ben have this underlying friendship where this relationship is coming from. So I would be much more interested and concerned if they broke up. Same with Felicity and Noel. Although, I don't know, for somebody who was, and still am, Team Noel, I don't know, their relationship is kind of boring. I don't know if now that I have the ship that I want, I don't know if I wanted it because I thought it was ludicrous for Felicity to, run across the country and go to school for a guy she has a crush on who she never even spoke to before. So I was always maybe a little bit like, that's a weird relationship. Like, that can't work. Like, it's just, the imbalance is too strange, maybe. So that's why I was maybe Team Noel. And I love Noel. But I don't know if their relationship is really interesting at all. Again, it's only been a couple of episodes, so as we continue to go forward, I might enjoy it more. I don't know. And somebody mentioned in the comments, I think it was on YouTube, about how the portrayal of the actual academics of college life are so accurate. And I think they're right. They said it's very interesting, like, they are studying all the time and going to classes all the time. And I was thinking about, like, it really is a show about being in college. It's not like the characters happen to be at college during their time on this show. Like, that's the show. And I think it's really interesting that one of the things that I think when I see Elena is always, this girl studies all the time. Almost every scene she's in, she's either studying, or she's talking about going to study, or she's annoyed because she should be studying and she can't be. And I was thinking about it in comparison to Gilmore Girls, which is one of my favorite shows. And it also is a theoretically very academic show, but the same cannot be said about that show. I feel like you could take almost any scene out of the school and stick it, like, in a park, and you would get the same sort of effect. Like, the academic is just sort of a backdrop there. But here, it's almost like it feels like a character in and of itself. Like being in the library and studying for exams. Like, it feels true. And I like it. I think it's interesting. And I do, again, really, really like this show. I am sort of annoyed at myself for not watching it originally when it was on, but I am happy that I get to experience it now, and I don't have to wait however long between episodes or between seasons if I don't want to, because I am really bad at that. So, did I get it all? Did I miss anything? Is there anything else I feel like I should mention? Well, I didn't mention really anything about Julie and her quest for her mother, which I didn't even remember happened. I didn't even remember the fact that she found out her mother was in New York. I remembered none of that. And I really am concerned that this woman who she thinks is her mother is not actually going to be her mother, because she said it was some detective or investigator she found online. And at this point, it's probably in the late 90s. The internet was like, you could pretend to be anything on the internet, and it was not like now where it's fairly simple to fact check things. It really wasn't the case back then. So I'm concerned that she gave this person a bunch of money to quote unquote find her mother, and they did, but it isn't like their mother. So I'm a little concerned about how that's going to play out. But we will see, I'm sure, coming up. The only other thing that I want to mention is, what is that girl's name? Stanza? Or maybe I'm getting that mixed up with Game of Thrones. Regardless, you know who I mean. the blonde girl whose family is in the warehouse all the time. I think I really love when she is on screen. Her character is very captivating. I really enjoy her. I think she's fun to watch. And I am anticipating somehow at some point her getting into some kind of family trouble and Noel going to have to bail her out somehow. I don't exactly know what that is, but I think it's going to happen. Okay, now I think I'm finished. Hopefully you had a good time. I certainly did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!